Thanks for tuning into Shaw Arts and Entertainment. I'm Curtis Anderson, coming to you from Brainsport, the running store this morning, where I'm joined by the inspiring Ted Jaleta. Ted, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good too. Glad to be here.
Yes, kind of your home away from home here in Saskatoon. The first trip you came here was 22 years ago. Talk a little bit about that and your little history with Saskatoon and Regina.
Yes, first 22 years ago, actually, I came my first Christmas evenings with one of my co-workers. He brought me to spend Christmas with his parents. That's my first experience with a nice, friendly atmosphere in Saskatoon. And after that, and starting in 1984, 85, so I just every year come in for road races. And also with Brian McCashew at the time was one of my competitors, also became a good friend. And so yes, I would say Saskatoon is my second place beside Regina.
Of course, everyone knows you as quite an accomplished runner. I guess take a little go back to your history a little bit. Tell us about your running career.
At my running career, but before I came to Canada, in early days in my junior age, and I was quite high caliber runner in Ethiopia. But I was groomed to be in one Olympian possibly. But due to the war and turmoil in Ethiopia in early 70s, of course, that dream was crushed. I left the country and 4 years spent in exile in refugee camp, Sudan and Kenya, immigrated to Canada in 1982.
That's what we're here talking about. You're in town promoting Never Give Up, Ted Jaleta's inspiring story. You gave a little bit of a background right there, but what are people going to get when they pick up this book?
I guess when you read this book, probably you are not going to read only the Ted runner, but some of my lessons, experience, and adversity, how I overcome, and coping mechanism of the life in everyone, young and old, when you get tough, how to get out of that downing environment, again, to reach the top of your dreams, and even wherever things may be hard, and the key message is never to give up.
So definitely it's a message of hope.
Message of hope. And also, when you are reading, there would be actually, unpleasant experience I went through, and how did I, manage to get out of that, and how am I achieved, and I became most productive member of society in Canada, and that experience, even to immerse into Canadian society at the time when first I came, transition was quite painful. Of course, running did help me to have an easier transition and to become a more productive member of society, and also in the position to help others.
Obviously, physical activity helps out that too, right?
Yes, that's right. And actually, running is the one, who am I, and running shaped my future. And, friends I have, and Brian, of course, Brian McCashew is one of my first competitor at the time, and he became one of the best friend. And so that's because of running, I don't think so I would have met these people. So I'm here to share, to promote this book. I'm sure good for everyone's lesson to be learned, young and old. It could be applied for anything, not only running. Running is actually a very small component. This book, even though I'm a runner, of course, talks about running, but the 95% of whatever message here, just the everyday life lesson to be learned.
All right, and of course, these books available locally here at McNally Robinson and Coles, I understand?
Coles, that's correct, and also it's a Brainsport here. Okay. And also, if you want to go every new location, so we'll be going bookstores tomorrow, and you can visit tedjaleta.com. So location website, they'll be there, and also Adina Driver is the author of the book, and also driverworks.ca, and also more information could be obtained as well.
I can't wait to pick this book up and read your incredible life story. But on the running side of things, what's next for you? I guess I'm running for fitness, and I'm coaching with University of Regina Track Club and also local track club. And I run my fitness, and also sometimes I do actually jump in, help my runners. So when they are struggling, pacing and young and inexperienced, and all, is still able to help them and pace them to achieve their goals. Well, Mr. Jaleta, it was an honor talking to you today. Like I said, I can't wait to sit down and read your inspiring story. Thank you so much for being on Shaw Arts and Entertainment today.
Thank you for having me.